G'day guys, and welcome back to AdosTheGreat YouTube channel. So guys, in today's video, we're going to go through how I went in round 10, and then I'm going to be giving you my round 11 AFL tips. Super excited to jump in and discuss these with you. Before we do though guys, hit that like button, hit that sub button, and let's get into it. Alright, so first game, Suns against the Hawks. Now, I tipped the Suns to win this game by 8 points. And I tell you what, they bloody did it. Very good tip there, very underrated tip there by me, in my opinion. Got that right. I got this one, and I got the NRL margins right for these weeks. So, crazy stuff. We move on, though. I backed in the Swans to beat the Blues. Swans got the job done there. 16-point win. Good win for the Swans. Then I backed in Collingwood to beat Adelaide. They won that one too. That was a 10-point win. So similar scores in these two games. Obviously a six more points scored by the Crows. But yeah, pretty wild stuff there. I then tipped the Cats to beat Port Adelaide. Port Adelaide is such a weird team, man. You know, I just don't know how to pick them. Geelong really good in this one. So yeah, good stuff. I backed in the Giants to beat the Dockers. That did not come through. The Dockers somehow won this one. Don't know how, but they did. Crazy year, that's how. I backed in the Bulldogs to beat the Bombers. That came through by a massive margin. 91 points in that one. I backed in the Kangaroos to beat Richmond. This game was crazy, but a good tip there because the Kangaroos got the job done. We take that. I then backed in the Lions to beat the Demons. I think most people did. The D's ended up winning this game, so credit to Melbourne. And then I tipped against my Eagles in this one. West Coast hadn't won a game up until this point. Look, I do think a lot of it was winning this game for Selwood. To be honest, man, rest in peace. That's horrible, horrible stuff there. But yeah, man, West Coast, you know, they put in a massive effort for him. So credit to them. Obviously, as a West Coast fan, you take that every day of the week. But still really sad about what happened. All right, round 11 tips. Let's get into it. So first game, we've got the Geelong Cats taking on the Western Bulldogs. I actually think this is going to be a cracking game. I really do. I think this definitely could go either way. I am going to back the Cats in here. I'm going to say by 10 points. I don't think it'll be a flogging, but I do think that the Cats should nearly win it by 2 goals. So yeah, 10 points there for the Cats. I would not be surprised if the Dogs did win this game, though. Right, next up we've got Essendon against Richmond. Essendon should win this game, and I'm going to back them in by about 27 points. But again, man, I don't know what we're going to get from Essendon. They should win this one, but Richmond could definitely pull off an upset here, if I'm being honest. Speaking of upsets, we've got Carlton against GWS. Giants coming off that pretty disappointing result to Fremantle. Carlton losing last week as well. They lost to the Swans. So I do think Carlton probably should get this one done at Marvel. But again, not confident on that whatsoever. We've then got the Lions taking on the Hawks. Hawthorn are favourites in this one, but I'm going to go the Lions. I reckon Lions bounce back and get a win here. They've had 2 pretty poor games. I think they bounce back and, they go on a little bit of a run and win this one. I didn't give a margin in this one, or that one. So I'm going to say Carlton by 14. I'm going to go the Lions by 4. I think that'll be a very close game. Collingwood should win this one. I'm going to say by 47. Freo at Optus, I'm going to say they win this, and I'm going to say it's by about 32. I have no faith in Port Adelaide at the moment. Fremantle should get the job done there. All right, first of the Sunday games, we've got the Crows taking on the Eagles. If this was at Optus, I would give the Eagles a massive chance, but I do think the Crows get the job done, and I'm going to say by about 38 points in that one. Melbourne and Sydney is a very interesting one. This game could go either way. and betting says about that too. But I'm going to go at home. I'm going to go the D's to get the job done here. I'm going to say by 17 points in that one. And then to end the weekend, the Saints taking on the Suns. The Suns should win this one. And I'm going to say a 28-point win there. All right, guys, let me know who you're backing down below in the comments. Thank you all so much for tuning in. And as always, my friends, I will see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.